Hello everyone. Hello guys. How are you guys on today? Guess what time it is? It is story time with Miss Doris. I have an awesome book for us on today. I'm going to give you guys a couple of seconds to come on. Then we are going to get started for our story for today. Story time with Miss to you. Well, I'm going to go ahead on and get started. I would like to greet everyone all over the world. I would like to say hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some, good night. Someone is going to bed somewhere in the world, but guess what? You are just in time for story time with Miss Doris. I'm so excited, and today we have an awesome book for us. On today's story we are going to be reading is, oh guys, guess what? Did you remember what today is? Today is Wednesday, and on Wednesdays we read a Christian book. On Wednesday we read our Christian book. So today's book we're going to be reading is the story of Moses in the basket. Today's story is about Moses in the basket is our title on today. Moses in the basket. And today's color is, well, I'll give you a couple of seconds so you can guess our today's color. I'd like to give a few shout outs to a few people, before we do that. I'll give today's color. Today's color is going to be the color. What color do you I spy Miss Doris is wearing on today? If you guessed the color green, guess what? You are correct. Miss Doris is wearing the color green on today. And our green color card is going to be a green square. This is a green square. The other color card is a green heart. A green heart. And we also have the green semi-circle. It's like a half circle. So we have the heart. And we have a green square. So we have the heart, the square, and a semicircle. This is the color green. The color green, what Miss Doris is wearing on today. Well, guess what? Guess who our Muppet guest friend? Our Muppet guest today is going to be, well, he has some color green on him, but he's red, white, and yellow. Mr. Parrot is our Muppet friend on today, and his head is the color green. His head is the color green. Let's say hello to Mr. Parrot on today. Well, welcome all you guys to Storytime with Miss Doris. A few shout outs before we get to that Storytime song. Shout outs to all of you out there in Storytime land. To all of our new followers, hello and welcome. I'm so excited and reading you a live story on today. Special shout outs. I have a few shout outs I like to give. Shout outs to Darnasia. Hello Darnasia. Hello Darnell. Hello Miss Shauna. How are you on today? It was a pleasure meeting you on yesterday. Hopefully you'll be able to tune in to Storytime. If not, you can catch it on the replay. Hello Juliana. Hello Samario. Hello DJ out in Louisiana. How are you on today? Hello Charlie. Hello Boss out in Louisiana. Hello Ryan. Hello Rome. How are you on today, Rome? I missed you, Rome. I hope you're having an awesome day. Hello Jordan. Hello Eris. Hello Harmony. Hello Tanelia. Hello TM. We miss you, TM. We love you, TM. TM is celebrating his birthday on Friday. Hello, Carter. Hello, Princess Coco. Hello, Princess. How are you on today? It was a pleasure meeting you, Princess Coco. It was awesome. Ariana, Seppi, Naija. Hello, Naija. How are you? Hello, Ari. Hello, Aris. Hello, Nylea. Naraya. Hello, Naraya. How are you, my princess? I hope you're having an awesome, awesome day. And to Losiki in Africa. Hello, Losiki. How are you? I hope your day is awesome. POCC family. Hello, guys. Hello, BJ, Ruben, Lakeisha, J. Marie, Janelle. Hello, Janelle. Hello, Rose. Happy birthday to you on today. Well, we only have a couple of more days for those September babies that celebrated their birthday in the month of September. Happy birthday to all of you. Well, guys, guess what? It's enough of me talking, just rambling on. Let's go ahead on and get to that Storytime song. Remember, when we're doing the Storytime song, make sure you are practicing safety first. Make sure you're practicing safety first. We don't want you guys hurting yourself nor injuring yourself. Safety first, Shakana and Shaquavia. Don't forget. Make sure you're practicing safety first. Hello, Royce. Hello, So. There goes that song. Guess what? If you don't know the song now, you have lots and lots of time to learn that Storytime song. Don't worry, you'll get it the next time. It's story time. Oh my goodness. Hello. I just gave you a shout out, Royce. How are you? Hello. How are you on today? I missed you guys. I hope that little handsome bundle of joy, I know he's keeping you busy, Miss Misha. How are you on today? I hope your husband had an awesome birthday. I know he did, because guess what? He celebrated a new bundle of joy. Yes, I'm so happy for you. I'm going to come out and take a visit sing to you. Hello, Royce. I missed you, Royce. But I know you've been really busy. Well, guess what? Let's go ahead on and get started with our story on today. Well, Royce, today's color is, what color do you I spy Miss Doris is wearing on today? That color you I spy is our color for today, Royce. Today's color, Royce, is the color green. Green square, green heart, and green semicircle. And our Muppet guest friend is going to be Mr. Parrot. Mr. Parrot is our Muppet guest friend on today. Say hello to Royce and this awesome job, Royce. You got it right. It's the color green. Mr. Parrot has a green head, and we had our green color cards. Well, guess what? Let's get started with our story for today. Go ahead on and have a seat while Miss Doris read you a story. Today's story we're going to be reading is Moses in the Basket. Moses in the Basket. Go ahead on and enjoy your lunch while I read you a short story. Well, it's not too short, it's kind of lengthy. A story on today. Moses in the Basket. And guess what? There's our color green again. It's so many different shades. The color of green. Let's get started with our story. When Joseph died, his father stayed in Egypt. His children had large families of their own, and before long there were thousands and thousands of Israelites living in Egypt. The Egyptians, forgetting how Joseph had saved them from starving, began to complain. There are too many of these Israelites, they grumbled. They will soon take over Egypt if we are not careful. Then a Pharaoh came to the throne. If I put the Israelites to work, he said, they will be too weak and tired to cause any trouble. So cruel slave drivers forced the Israelites to make bricks and drag heavy blocks of stone to build cities and temples for the Pharaoh. But there still seemed to be too many Israelites in Egypt. The Pharaoh decided to pass a very cruel law. All Israelite boys must be killed as soon as they are born. He announced, soon after this, an Israelite woman called Joab had a baby son. I don't want to kill my baby, she cried to her husband. We must save him. We cannot hide a baby, her husband protested. He will cry and all the soldiers will find him. And there she goes with her baby. She had a baby boy. Story time, story time. But Jehoshaphat had a plan. Oh, wow. You were reading the book in Exodus? Yes. But Jehoshaphat had a plan. She made a cradle. She smeared, yes, Royce gets to hear this story. She made a cradle. She smeared the outside with tar to make it waterproof. Then she put her sleeping baby into the cradle and went down the river Nile. She found a hiding place among the bulrushes which grew by the riverbank and left her cradle there, floating gently on the water. Sing to you. And there she goes, putting the baby in the basket in the river Nile. God will keep my baby safe, she said to her daughter Miriam, who had come with her. Stay here and watch what happens. While Jehoshaphat went home, Miriam, too, hid amongst the bulrushes and watched. Soon she heard the sound of laughter and chattering voices. One of the Pharaoh's daughters was walking along the riverbank with her servants. Suddenly, oh my goodness, I wonder what happened. Suddenly, Pharaoh's daughter noticed the cradle. Look, she cried, there is a cradle in the bulrushes, and there is a tiny baby inside. Oh, they found the baby, thank God. Hopefully they're going to take really good care of this baby. You'll find out. One of the servants waded into the water and picked up the cradle. The baby, frightened by sudden movement, began to cry. Poor little boy, said Pharaoh's daughter, as she lifted the crying baby gently out of the cradle. He must be an Israelite. I would like to keep him. I wish I knew someone who could look after him. She spoke so kindly that Miriam felt brave enough to come out of hiding place and speak to the princess. I know someone who could look after him, Miriam said. I'll go fetch her. Yes, God always has a plan. Look at that. Miriam went to go and fetch someone to care for the baby, for the princess, for Pharaoh's daughter. Guess who she went to go and fetch to care for the baby? Can you guess? We'll see. Miriam ran home and fetched her mother. Yes, thank you, God. They hurried back to the river. My name is Jehoshaphat, said Miriam's mother. My daughter tells me you found a baby hidden in the bulrushes. I would be happy to look after him. Wow. Thank you, said the princess, not realizing that she was speaking to the baby's real mother. I would like you to do that. Then, when he is old enough, I will want you to bring him to the palace where he will be brought up as my son. I will call him Moses. So guess what? She got a chance to raise her son, her own son that she had to give up to be killed. Of course, Jochebed was overjoyed. Her clever plan had worked even better than she had hoped. No one would dare to kill the baby now that he was the son of the daughters of the pharaohs. Jochebed took Moses home and looked after him. The boy grew up strong and happy. When he was old enough to understand, Jochebed told him how God had saved him from death. She told him, too, that one day God would save the Israelites from their terrible, terrible slavery. There he goes, growing up with his real mother and his sister Miriam. Wow, what a blessing. God always has a ram in the bush. Finally, the day came for Moses to go to the Pharaoh's palace. The princess was pleased with her fine young son and thanked Jochebed for looking after him so well. Dress him in the richest clothes, she ordered. I want him to be brought up like an Egyptian prince. He must have the best of everything. There's the castle, and there he goes. Story time with Miss. Story time. Sherry to you. Moses was given a splendid chariot and treated like a prince. Tutors came to the palace to teach him to read and write, but Moses never forgot he was an Israelite. He never worshipped the strange animal headed of gods of the Egyptian, and every time he went out of the palace and saw Israelite slave toiling in the blazing sun, he felt so very, very, very sad. One day I will help my people, he thought. It's okay, Moses. You're going to be okay. You're going to get a chance to help the people, God's people. As Moses got older, he became more and more angry with the way his people were treated. One day, when he was driving his chariot through the countryside, he saw an Egyptian beat an Israelite to death. Moses was so furious that he jumped down and killed the Egyptian. When he calmed down, Moses felt very, very ashamed of the terrible thing he had done. He looked around and, as no one seemed to have seen the murder, he buried the body in the sand. It's story time. The very next day, Moses went out again and was horrified to see the Israelites fighting each other. "Stop," he cried. "Stop! You should not fight. You are both Israelites. Who do you think you are to judge what we are doing?" asked one of the Israelites rudely. "Are you going to kill us like you killed that Egyptian yesterday?" Moses was terrified. Someone had seen what he had done. He knew that soon the story of his dreadful deed would reach the ears of the Pharaoh. There they go. The Israelites are fighting. And there's Moses. It's story time. These are the Israelites. They ask him a question. Wow. He thought no one had seen him, but someone did. And it did. When the Pharaoh heard what had happened, he wanted Moses put to death. Moses fled so that he would not die. Moses soon became friends with a shepherd boy named Jethro. Jethro allowed Moses to live with his family. As payment, Moses helped to look after their flock. In spite of his crime, he had been chosen by God to lead the Israelites out of Egypt to the promised land. Good job, Moses. God always has a ram in the bush. Thank you, God, for just looking out for us every day. So guess what? Moses' mom had him, but she didn't have to give him up to be killed because it was too many boys being born. But guess what? God had another plan, that even though she put Moses in the river Nile, that someone found him, the princess found him, and guess what? He was raised with the richest and the best of everything. But Moses still, even though he was raised over there with them, he still had a love for his people, and he was on a mission for God to take the people to the promised land. And even though he had a mishap on his way because his people was being mistreated, but guess what? God forgave him, and God still let him live. God still gave Moses extended life because his mission wasn't completed. His mission was, God wanted him to take the people over to the promised land. And guess what? He was the chosen one by God. God chose him, and Moses was the chosen one to lead the Israelites out of Egypt to the promised land. I thank God for his friend Jethro. That was a blessing. Thank God. There they go. So guess what, guys? I enjoyed reading you such an awesome story on today. Baby Moses in the basket. I enjoyed reading you an awesome story on today. Remember, if you're not feeling well, always let someone know that you're not feeling well, and they would take really good care of you. And when you're out and about, or if you're going to the park or to an amusement park, make sure you are washing and sanitizing your hands at all times. We don't want you guys getting sick. I know a lot is going on, but make sure you are washing and sanitizing your hands every chance that you get. And when you're out in public, make sure it's imperative that you are wearing your mask. Make sure you're wearing your mask at all times. We don't want you guys getting sick. Remember, safety first at all times. I enjoyed reading you guys an awesome story on today about Moses and Pharaoh and the Egyptians and the Israelites. That was an awesome story on today. Remember, as we always say at the end of our live story time reading, if you are not smiling on today, I hope once you see Miss Storytime's smile and Mr. Parrot's smile, that you are smiling on today. Have an awesome day. Take care. God bless you all.